RE/MAX closed more transactions.
Hi, I'm Taven.
And I'm Andy.
And we're with RE/MAX Elite.
This is the Ask Andy and Taven show.
Because he's the boss.
And the alphabet comes that way, and A comes before T.
We get a lot of questions through social media avenues about real estate, and one of the questions that we got recently was, why do real estate agents call for sale by owner listings? There are a lot of reasons that we call for sale by owner listings. Andy, why do you call for sale by owner listings?
Well, a lot of the times in markets such as the one here in Nashville, there's a limited supply of homes on the market. So if I have a buyer client that's looking for a house, sometimes those for sale by owners, might be that actual house. So I want to look through and make sure that I'm getting all the inventory in front of my buyer clients or investor clients, that the home's out there, because that for sale by owner, while they may post it on social media, they may post it on the internet somewhere, it more than likely doesn't have all the exposure to the multiple listing service and everything else that we have. Now, sometimes they pay a small fee to get into the system that's there, but usually there's still a go-between. You have to call the owner to get the information, on those. So talking to the actual owner to figure out, in a past, episode, we talked about inspectors. And in doing those things, have they filled out property condition disclosures? Have they fully, because that's a Tennessee state law. That's not a real estate thing that we as realtors or the big bad meanie. That's Tennessee code. It says, when transferring a property, you're supposed to disclose, adverse facts, and here's the document that they put forth in order to do that. So those things come into play, but a lot of it's looking for inventory, to help them. What do you think?
So I call for sale by owner listings for two reasons. One, I like to stay up to date with what is currently active in the market, and sometimes, I'll start talking to them and I'll start asking them what's special about their home, and they'll share something with me that wasn't on the listing that may be important to my client. It only takes a couple minutes to make the phone call, so a lot of people think, oh, well, you spend all this time calling for sale by owners. Not really. There's only a handful a day. And it doesn't take that long. Next, if it's a home that's kind of unique, I like to go out and preview the home and have the opportunity to meet the seller. What's happened in the past is I've gone out, I've looked at the home, and I've found that they're not marketing the property to the best of their ability, and they're actually missing some opportunities, and I was able to give them good feedback on the home. Ultimately, they ended up calling me back at a later date, and they had me come back to list the home to expand their market reach and to get it out in front of more people. This was only about a year and 2 months ago, so it wasn't like the market was cold. It was a hot market. They were getting some exposure and some showings. They just weren't getting the right people in the home to look at it. And on top of that, they had also had some things where people didn't show up for showings, and that can happen. It's just a lot easier when they don't show up and it's just a lockbox sitting there. So, but that's why I call.
Gotcha. So if you're a for sale by owner, if you want to see a for sale by owner, if you have other questions about real estate, that's why we do this. We come together, we put these videos out. We try to put the content out to answer the real estate needs of the community. You can comment below. I think the links are below as well. We've decided that, there's nothing up there other than I think the description might be up there. But as far as where to comment, where to leave, questions, the links and everything from there, they're down below. Again, I'm Andy.
And I'm Taven.
We're with RE/MAX Elite.
Thanks for watching.